Tonight sees 23 sides in the hat for the FA Cup fifth round draw. 9 teams have already booked their place with 6 replays needed, and Derby County beat West Ham to come tonight. So, let's look at each team that's still in this season's FA Cup.
Ball number 1 for tonight's duel is Tottenham Hotspur, having beaten Preston North End 3-0 at Deepdale on Saturday to get to the fifth round, thanks to a Heung-min Son double and Arnold Danjuma debut goal. They are in the fifth round, but they haven't won anything since 2008, so realistically, can they break their duct? I think not.
Southampton and a Romain Perraud double, including a thunderous free kick, helped see off Championship side Blackpool. In the semis for the League Cup, so depending on how tomorrow's semi-final against Newcastle goes, sees how important they take the FA Cup this year.
Ball number 3 is either Wrexham or Sheffield United. Played an unbelievable 3-3 draw at the Racecourse ground on Saturday in front of the BBC cameras. Even if Wrexham did have the League One status, of which their salary and budget cap do dictate, I think it will still be a good story, but I think this is where the end of the line runs.
Ipswich or Burnley, a drab 0-0 draw at Portman Road. Vincent Kompany won the Cup twice as a player and could be looking for a semi-final with the draws kind to him.
Ball number 5 is Manchester United. They beat Reading 3-1 at Old Trafford, and because it's Man United in the FA Cup, you know they're going to get a home draw and probably play on the BBC.
Luton or Grimsby Town, an underrated game this weekend. The League Two side played well and under replay at Blundell Park. Any further for both sides would be good.
Ball number 7 is Derby County or West Ham United. That game is played tonight, just after the draw. I think if Derby can get through, that'll be excellent for them, but I realistically think that West Ham, probably about 2 or 3-0 win.
Stoke City, and they beat Stevenage and Hartlepool to get to the fifth round. Not many nice draws left for the Potters.
An absolutely drab draw in number 9 ball, which is Blackburn Rovers or Birmingham City. A 91st minute equaliser from James was able to claw back a replay for the sides, and I think whichever one gets through, that's the end of the line for them.
Leicester City, and they creep past League Two sides, Gillingham and Walsall. There's doubtful that they'll repeat their 2021 season FA Cup run, and will probably crumble if they're facing another Premier League club.
Ball number 11, Sheffield Wednesday or Fleetwood Town. Considering they beat the richest club in the world in Newcastle in the third round, a replay at home to Fleetwood Town probably isn't what they would have expected. But if they do get through, I do think they could be a Championship or lower Premier League side.
Manchester City, and they've already beaten Chelsea and Arsenal, which is great because this draw will be interesting. Favourites to win, and I don't see any team here that will beat them.
Ball number 13, the greatest team in the world is Bristol City. They smashed West Brom 3-0 on the weekend. Alex Scott running the show, Sam Bell up front with 2 goals. I do think if we play possibly a Championship club or a lower Premier League team, we can do it.
Brighton and Hove Albion are the dark horses. They're really good. I think their cup run will end with Man City, whether it's this round or the next or the next or the final.
Ball for 15 is either Fulham or Sunderland. Fulham having to be saved by their blushes for an 82nd minute Tom Kearney equaliser against the Championship side. I do think they will have a bit too much for the Black Cats in the replay.
Leeds United, having needed a replay against Cardiff in round 3, a much easier 3-1 win against Accrington Stanley leads them to the fifth round.
There's only 3 big teams realistically left in the FA Cup this season in Man United, Man City and Tottenham Hotspur. So who do you think is going to reach the final and who do you think is going to win it? Comment below or comment above.